Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own. Back to pass, it's Robertson. The sure hands, it's Brown. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal to go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
To the air, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Sooners will move the sticks. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Robertson. Catch in the middle, it's Prentice. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Bears will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Baylor!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Didn't have a... Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Bears are flying down the field. Quarterback making checks. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Powers through the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab near the marker. It's Prentice. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33. First and 10. Makes it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Bears trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. To the air, it's Robertson. Looking to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Start this drive firing. The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for on the ball's out after that big play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, he'll go back to work. He'll keep it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Trying play action. And a the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bears! Fit it in the window for the score.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Kansas stay quick to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Right on the money. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He's got an open man.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket. You know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. The Bears will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires to the tight end. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
That's caught. It's Edwards. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
The offense really struggled in the 1st half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the 2nd half.
Soft spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Kansas State pushing the pace. Johnson looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a golden... situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A long way to go on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Prentice. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Here we go. Keeps it on the draw. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
A strike downfield. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. On to attempt the try. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've...
Looking deep. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Touchdown, Baylor! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll set up to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Floating away. Going right and going deep. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Bears! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why
unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff.
Bringing it back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Pollack. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Staley. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback making adjustments. to fire on second down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. It's complete to the right. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's not a
freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. He's got it! So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The screen, and watch out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Aguilar. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll just get rid of that one.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Going right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Wisconsin has just had no answers today, and I'm not sure you could put J.J. Watt back out there inside Camp Randall and expect a different outcome. They're trailing by 14 to Illinois. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got his man downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole. And this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen.
Looking for a huge play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man on the right. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. It's complete on the right side. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Got a man, it's Staley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Creates a little room. Shakes off the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job going for it on 4th down. You pick up the first. You got the ball at the 1-yard line. Let's just run the ball again right here.
Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Direct snap. It's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cameron. There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by just one over Navy. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. The Volunteers will have a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Hey, and quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Offense has gained momentum get them with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll do it himself. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run. A TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Marches ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Looking for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Quickly complete. He's back in the end zone for the 2-point conversion and followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Snags it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wants to throw again. He's going to let it go. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on first and goal.
691, Gators score. Cobra.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
Well, the defense is going to be kicking themselves for that. They knew coming into this game they had to stop this wide receiver, and it wasn't just going to be catching the football. They knew they might see him in the run game as well. Really good timing on the reverse call there. Down in the red zone, the defense just not able to catch up and make a tackle.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
All wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Green 25.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy.
Tennessee.